narcissist is totally happy with the people that enable and those who are gullible, falling for their lies. People on the narcissist side must be willing to lie and cover up the narcissist's wrongdoings or sins. At least eventually he'll need them in that way. The narcissist also loves people who admire him and those who make his image look even better. They too paint the magical picture. If you've done all those things and you're still wondering, why is the narcissist mad at me? This video is for you. But first, hi, I'm Grice, author of the book You Can Survive Divorce. I help to guide women to survive divorce and become stronger after. You can get all the assistance you need to survive your divorce at jengrice.com. Remember, if you're a male watching this video, I only coach women, so my videos are written with them in mind. It is really nothing against you, and I don't believe all men are narcissists, so you don't have to take this personally. It's not about you. And if you're dealing with a female narcissist, just change the pronouns to fit your situation. Thanks for understanding. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that narcissists paint a picture of what they want others to think their life looks like. It's really not reality, but some fictitious story that he's concocted to make himself look good, and his enemies and victims look like the bad guy. The picture that is painted is a life without imperfections, without struggles, without mistakes, only riches and great success. Sounds wonderful, right? What many people think makes them a successful man or woman or adult, the hey, look at my success and riches, you should envy it. But the reality is we all have struggles. We all are imperfect and we make mistakes. We are human. Narcissists pretend to be better than mere humans, better than the other guy who cheats on his wife or abuses his wife or who's always at the bar. At least I'm not him, says the narcissist. But in reality, the narcissist is not any different from these other men. He just hides his problems and struggles way better than the guy who shows them and is honest and forthcoming. What happens when other people find out about his lying, cheating, and abusiveness? One of two things often happens. Either he becomes what seems like a very humble man, pretending to really want to be better. He says he's sorry and it won't happen again. He may really believe this about himself too, but the reality is he's still just concerned about how you or others see him. After the dust settles and everything goes back to normal and nobody's watching him that closely, he often goes right back to the way he used to behave. Then he gets upset if somebody brings up those past mistakes again. And he insists that he's a changed man, or that you haven't really forgiven him, or you just can't let go and trust that he is a new person. And while he may make mistakes and fumble and fall during this time where he's trying to be different, that it's just you who has the problem and doesn't know how to trust and forgive. Most times the reality is he has learned to lie better and cover his sins so that no one finds out. I have another video about how you would know if he has changed or if you could trust him. That explains more of that in that video. The other thing that might happen, which often happens when you confront a narcissist that they're doing wrong or they were sinning, is that he'll become really angry with you. You have exposed his secrets and lies. No one must know. He wants to fool you and others and keep all that really human and bad stuff hidden. He wants to show the world that great guy he is, that makes lots of money, buys you expensive things, and is very successful at what he does. So he's angry that you've exposed that and you've brought it out into the light. He doesn't want anyone thinking he's a cheater, a liar, an abuser, a womanizer, or an addict. This includes porn addiction as well. People knowing those things, knowing the truth, will cause him discomfort. So he has to shut you up. His anger is an intimidation to silence you. Think of all the rich and famous men who have abused or sexually assaulted women. Many men think women just say these things to ruin the man. Like history speaks for itself here. If a man is known for certain abusive things, because many women come forward and share the truth, and it's something maybe a lot of women talked about, they just didn't bring it out in the open. He was able to keep it hidden for very long because the women feared him and what he would do. He would often tell them that he could ruin them if they told the truth. His intimidation did what it meant to do, to stop her from sharing the truth about the situation, the truth about him that he has behind that magical picture of what he wants others to think he is. This man may or may not be narcissistic, but they were able to use their power to control women into silence. Narcissistic men use that same tactic to keep their wife or girlfriend quiet, especially when she starts speaking about what he really is. He may even say something like, "You're just like my ex-wife," to his new girlfriend or wife, and she wants to be different. She doesn't want to be like his ex-wife. His ex-wife and him got a divorce for some reason that she may not know what the truth is, and she doesn't want to be the next ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. And he's talked poorly about this ex-wife and convinced his new girlfriend that she's crazy or psycho because she caused him so much trouble, when all along you've exposed the truth about him. That's what makes you bad. That's what makes him mad, and he has to do whatever he has to do to shut you up and keep his secrets hidden from the world, from any future relationships, and so on. You questioned his story. That's why he's mad. He could no longer convince you the lies. That's why he's mad. He only needs supporters, worshipers, enablers, and those who appreciate his financial wealth, even if it's smoke and mirrors. He needs flying monkeys, usually the new girlfriend or wife, his family, sometimes your family, and your kids to continue the narrative that he's the greatest and you're the bad guy. You're the worst. Sister, you're not the worst because he's mad at you. You did what was best, even if you're the only one on earth who knows the truth behind all the lies. Because God knows too. He's watching and he will expose the truth in his time. As long as you're honest and doing the right thing, following what God would have you do, letting him get justice, then you can move on to living a healthier life away from all those dramas and the lies. Live in peace. I'm walking with you. So, is your ex-narcissist mad at you for exposing the truth? Did you fall for the "I've changed, you just can't trust me," play along with his narrative that you're really to blame and not his cheating or lying or abusing like I did? I'm so glad I opened my eyes to the truth and let go of trying to make him happy. I've created my own happy life after divorce. You can survive and thrive too. If you need empowerment to become stronger on your journey during or after divorce, you can purchase a consult on my website at jengrice.com/consult. I've dropped the price a little bit to help you out, so be sure to check that out. I hope I supported you in some way today. I'll talk more about healing after divorce in upcoming videos, so be sure to subscribe and click that notifications bell so you don't miss new videos when they're uploaded. I hope to have more up now that we're into the swing of fall and kids are back to school and vacations are over. So thank you for staying with me through the summer, and I hope to see you in the next video. God bless.